The races for Attorney General may not be decided for a while yet.
13 on your side's Andrea Flores is live in Novi for the GOP's nominees for Attorney General and Secretary of State.
Good evening. The watch party for candidates Kristina Karamo and DePerno are still in full swing here at the Suburban Collection Showplace. Now, DePerno was actually here a few hours ago greeting his supporters. Karamo has yet to make an appearance here tonight. Now, both Karamo and DePerno are Republican outsiders who have not held political office before. Now, both are endorsed by former President Trump. If elected as the state's chief legal officer, DePerno says he plans to restore law and order and support police, as well as fight for secure, free, and fair elections. He is a lawyer based out of Kalamazoo, and after the 2020 election, he denied the results. He is currently being investigated in an alleged voter tabulator tampering scheme. Karamo is a community college professor on the east side of the state, serving in some local and state political roles, and she's also a podcast host. If elected, Karamo says she will open more Secretary of State offices and fight for election integrity. She has challenged the results of the 2020 presidential election, saying she witnessed fraud as a poll challenger. Now, throughout the evening, we have heard from supporters of both Karamo and DePerno here at this watch party.
And right here, we're going to have victories across the board. Let us have DePerno. Let's make sure that that man becomes Attorney General, and let's make sure that we have a state that is run clean. Let's have nice, clean, solid, confident elections, and let's have a man we trust in that office.
Now, both of these races are fairly close, and DePerno is expected to address this crowd tonight in just a few minutes. Reporting live in Novi, Andrea Flores, 13 on your side.
And Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says voters across our state were able to cast their ballots safely and securely.
And she says polling places across the state were managing to deal with a large number of voters. 13 on your side's Keely Lovern is live in Detroit, where Michigan Democrats are hosting their watch party. Keely.
Hey, good evening, you guys. We're at the Motor City Hotel and Casino here in downtown Detroit. This is where many of the Michigan Democrats, the leaders, including Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, are expected to speak here at this watch party with hundreds of supporters here in attendance. And as you mentioned, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says that this is really proof of a successful election, and it's thanks to that diligent preparation of Republican, Democrat, and independent clerks who work together, partner with law enforcement, and played extensively to ensure that every Michigander and every eligible citizen could exercise their right to vote and make their voice heard, and they feel accountable. Benson says because of their work, there were no widespread or major disruptions reported to us today, and any minor issues were addressed quickly without stopping voters from casting their ballots.
Yes, we know 2 million citizens requested absentee votes. About 1.8 million had been returned today. More continue to be returned, of course, up until 8 p.m., which is the deadline. But at the same time, we saw a record number of people voting in person as well. And so we'll see how the data and the numbers unfold. But, you know, voters in Michigan have an option. They have choices. And many choose to vote absentee. Many are choosing to vote in person. Our job is to make sure whatever option they choose, they can do so safely and securely and conveniently.
And Benson says that clerks around the state are now working into the night, overnight, I'm sure, to finish counting those absentee ballots and report results, unofficial results, more quickly than others. And Benson tells us that above all else, election workers are going to continue to prioritize the accuracy and security over the election results today. And we do expect to hear from Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson here in just a few minutes. We haven't gotten word about when she will take the stage, along with Attorney General Nessel, and then, of course, the governor and lieutenant governor, but we will continue our coverage here live for you from Detroit. Reporting in Detroit, Keely Lovern, 13 on your side.